7 is underway on EA Sports. Now it's Patterson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The numbers for Sanders last week, 21 carries, 79 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Jacobs. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
To throw on second down, Jacobs. And his throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Jacobs. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. And his kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, it's going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's what we love to run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. On 1st down, Jacobs. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw. Jacobs. This will be caught by Brown. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. And fortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, Jacobs. His throw incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again, and incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the gun on third down, Jacobs. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. On first down, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jacobs. He finds his man complete. It's Stanley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Jacobs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to and the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it a second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for. And this is taken in at the 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 of the year. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now it's Patterson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They'll look to throw again. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-shot. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jacobs. And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jacobs. He finds his man complete. That's Stanley. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Darnay Holmes, the one to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jacobs looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now here's a throw that's complete. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So this something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 34. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And now out come the Giants. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. This, the 2nd meeting of these 2 teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Jacobs. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The Eagles on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jacobs. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And oh, sneak attack. They're going to run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
That's it, baby.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And he's going to be he's sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. One final shot. They'll look to throw towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Giants, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall.